Hello? Hold on, give me a second here. Um, let me just... Actually, I think I can get... Okay. Okay. We just check to see if I'm live right now. Hold on. Okay. We just check to see if I'm live right now. Yeah, I am. Okay. 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 Um... mm. Hello. Hello, everyone. Hello, chat. Okay, so... This is gonna be a different stream, obviously. So... Actually, I think I can... I don't need my headphones for this. So... you may be thinking, Eagle, or Cameron, I'll use my real name. Cameron, why are you doing this live stream? Why are you doing this? Well, the thing is, there are a lot of things I did when I was 15 years old, and something I did when I was 14 years old that will be the first thing we talk about. And the thing about YouTubers and streamers is sometimes they usually do something. The thing is, with YouTubers and streamers, they usually what happen. I'm trying to put this into words. What happens is they do something bad, and usually they regret doing it. Well, sometimes they regret doing it, but they don't admit to doing it. They just kind of try to shove it under the rug, pretend it didn't happen. The but the thing is, years later, hear that? Hear that? Like a loud truck inside. Okay, but what happens is these YouTubers and streamers, they just shove this stuff under the rug, don't talk about it, but then years later, someone finds out about that stuff and brings it up, and people get suspicious, like, oh, why didn't this people talk about it earlier? And again, sometimes it's justified, sometimes that YouTuber and streamer is not sorry for what they did, but sometimes they are sorry for what they did, but they were just nervous to bring it up, but because they didn't bring it up earlier, now everyone's mad at them. What happened? So, I know this sounds confusing, but basically, I did a lot of bad stuff in the past, and I'm going to address it now, mainly because I don't want to let this stuff just simmer in the background and like, I don't want to just let this stuff simmer in the background for a while, only for someone to find out about this stuff years after the fact. I want to address this stuff now while I'm still like a smaller content creator. Okay, so that's my goal with this stream. I'm going to talk about a bunch of things I did when I was 15 years old and one thing I did when I was 14 years old, and that's the first thing we'll talk about. And not everything I did in this list was necessarily bad. Some of the stuff was just cringe. What's gonna happen is the way I've set this... Another loud truck, gosh. The way I've set this up is, as the list goes on, I'm going to start off with like the stuff that's like just objectively bad. There's nothing funny about it at all. It's just terrible. And then as we continue, we'll get into stuff that's less bad. It's just me being cringe. That's what's going to happen. All right. So let's start off with... I think there's no better place to start off with than what is quite possibly the worst thing I've ever done. Okay, so back in 9th grade, when I was 14 years old, this was in late 2023, there were these two black kids. I'm not going to say their names here, obviously, because I think it's bad to call out people's names because, specifically when you're painting them in a negative light, because then it encourages people to go and harass them. And, but, gosh, I am so bad at talking without a script. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to say their names here because I don't want anybody to like go out of their way to harass them if they do end up finding them. But basically, when I was in ninth grade, there were these two black kids, and they would. Your live stream has been reported by FaZe Roy. If this is wrong, what? Why is the stream reported? Why is this being reported? What? Report wrong? What happened? What? 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 Is this a bot? Or what? I'm confused. Okay, but whatever. The point is, um, when I was, gosh, I've gone so off track. Okay, fuck, I'm so bad at this. Okay, thanks for the message. Okay, um, back in ninth grade, there were these two black kids who would constantly bully me. They would belittle me. They would insult me, and weird. That's the third loud truck. Gosh. They would, and weirdly enough, they would call me pumpkin pie because I was a ginger. And the thing is, for the most part, I was never actually that offended by them. And most of the time when they would bully me, I would kind of just give a neutral face because because the thing about these, gosh, I'm so bad at this. The thing about bullies is they're trying to get a reaction out of you. They're trying to like make you cry, make you upset. So if you just don't give them a reaction, eventually they'll just get bored and go away. And I know that's not necessarily the best advice you can give because once you know it, words can hurt. But personally, that's how I did it. I just like gave them a neutral. Every time they would bully me, I just do the neutral face and just not give them a reaction. But there was one time, I don't know why, but there was one time, I don't remember the context of this because this was like 2.5 years ago. I wish I remembered the context of this, but I think there was one day where I don't know why, but I was just like really mad at them for some reason, and I ended up making a racist comment towards them. I want to clarify, I did not say the N-word. I have never said the N-word, and I will never say the N-word. But, and trust me, if I did, I would admit it. If there is a time and place for me to admit to doing something bad in the past, it's now. If there's a time and place for that, it is now. And I am being honest, I have never said the N-word before. But, anyways, again, I don't remember what the context of this was, but I think the racist comment I made was something along the lines of oh, yeah, your people would sure know a lot about uh wheat. Like, I think I was like a reference to, slaves and wheat fields back in the 1800s. I I think that looking back, I think that was incredibly distasteful of me. And I don't want to say our Twitch system be broken sometimes, so it might make mistakes. Oh, thank you, support Amazon team. Thank you for that. But oh gosh, I keep losing my train of thought. But gosh, I don't want to say. I don't want to try to defend myself by saying, oh, but they were bullying me, but I was angry at them, so I wasn't thinking straight. Oh, but I was 14, because that doesn't excuse the fact that I made a racist comment. Yeah, like, yeah, I guess it's, I just, like, yeah, I get it. Like, when you're 14, obviously sometimes you make mistakes like that. Sometimes you say jokes but like, gosh, again, I'm not good at speaking without script. I'm very bad at speaking without script, but yeah, I know a lot of teenagers have done worse stuff than that, and like sometimes when you're upset, especially when you're a teenager, you don't think straight and you end up saying stuff you regret. But like, I don't think that should be an excuse, all right? I don't think that should be an excuse for me saying a racist comment. Just because I was 14 and they were bullying me, that doesn't excuse the fact that I made a racist comment. Yeah, I think you guys heard that one. Jeez. There's so many loud trucks today. But thankfully, halfway through ninth grade, I they separated me from them mainly because one of the black kids one they actually got physical and one day and started beating me up to the ground. So thankfully they separated me from them, and I'm pretty sure that one black kid got suspended. Our Twitch system will be in this chat just in case something goes wrong in the live chat. It will tell you. Thank you, support Amazon team. Thank you. I don't know if you're real or just a bot, but thanks anyway. Here's the second thing I did. So that was, gosh, I'm bad at this. So I would definitely say that's the worst thing I've done. The second worst thing I've done isn't necessarily have a great day. Oh, thank you. But I would say the second worst thing I've done is not to anyone, but I would say to myself, I have had a kind of a porn addiction for a bit. Now, I say porn in quotation marks because the thing is, I don't like anything relating to sex. I don't like seeing penises or pussies or sex in general. I don't like seeing that. I don't like seeing that. I just don't like seeing private parts. That is just not at all attractive to me. I just genuinely don't think that's attractive. Uh, I neither is like sex. I don't think sex is attractive either. I also don't watch anything with look at anything with real people in it. I only whenever I look at porn in quotation marks because it's technically not porn. Why is my live stream getting reported by so many people? Um, I think the people reporting me are bots. I Sherman G7? Are these real people? I'm confused. Um, I'm sorry, I'm getting so derailed right now because there's there's weird stuff happening in the chat saying my stream is getting reported. I don't know why. But anyways, I only look at stuff that has fictional characters in. I don't look at stuff that has private parts, sex, or real people. The only it's hard to call it porn because it's not really porn. It's just images of characters. And sometimes it's videos, but most of the time it's just static images of fictional characters. It's not like real porn, I guess you could say. Some of those accounts are bots. I don't trust the system. Makes it. We're gonna fix it though. Thank you, support Amazon team. Thank you. But this is so weird. And I'll admit I have tried to circumvent it for a while. I've tried to stop doing it because you shouldn't be it because porn is one of those things that can really devalue your mental state if you get addicted to it. I think I made a community post about this, but back in I think it was either March or April, I was just really addicted to it and I was really down. But over the past few months, I've tried to stop being addicted to it so much. And it's actually been working pretty well, honestly. I've genuinely I've looked at porn stuff like that less and less over the past few months, and I think I'm doing really well. Um, I still look at it from time to time, but not nearly as much as I was doing it a few months ago. Um, there's something I have to confess. Um, um, there are times where I do look at porn. I say again, porn in quotation marks, because technically it's not good. I fucked that up. There are times where I do look at porn. Again, I say porn in quotation marks because technically it's not really porn, but sometimes I do that with characters that are like older teenagers, like 15, 16, or 17. I don't really do that with characters that are below that age range because, personally, I don't want to be classified as a pedophile, and, I don't find kids attractive because if, you know, the logic I have is if you look like a kid, I'm not interested. Okay, this is a side note, but I hate that genre. I've never actually watched a show that has this genre of character in it, but I hate that genre of character where it's like, oh, I may look like a child, but I'm actually 500 years old. No. If you look like a child, then I am not interested. If you look like a child and sound like a child and act like a child, you are a child. That is just how it goes. That's just how it works. But yeah, I do sometimes look at stuff like that with older teenage characters like 15, 16, 17. Now, granted, as time goes on, I will slowly stop doing that because, I am getting older, and if I continue looking at posts like that, that's going to be a problem. And I very much do not want that to be a problem, especially since, there are so many other characters that aren't teenagers and are still attractive. So, yeah, again, this is very awkward since I've said this like 5 times already. I'm not good at talking without a script, but yeah, I used to be addicted to porn, again in quotation marks, but I've slowly stopped doing that less and less. And while I have looked at stuff like that with older teenage characters over time, I am going to stop doing that too because again, I don't want to be lumped in that bag of YouTubers and streamers that turned out to be pedophiles. I do not want to be lumped in that bag. Um uh the th- okay, now let's move on to the next thing. Now I cannot find any proof of this. I tried finding uh this person's YouTube channel. I could not find it. I thought their name was like Graham Apple or something. I found another YouTuber named Graham Apple, but that's not the person I was looking for. Um, it was they were a Minecraft YouTuber, and and it was a guy. He had like a golden apple as his profile picture. I can't find him. I wanted to find his channel so I could like show proof for this, and that's why all the tabs you see up here, that's my essentially my proof for all the other stuff. From this after this thing, all this stuff onward, I am gonna have actual proof for that. But for these first three things, you're just gonna have to take my word for it. I am sorry for that. Uh, but but s- okay. So this was back in, I think it was November of 2024 when I was 15 years old. I saw that there was like a this kid was like I was scrolling through YouTube. No, it was in my recommended. I keep I'm not good at remembering things. I was watching a YouTube video and I saw in my recommended there was a Minecraft video. It was like and I clicked on it and it was a live stream. And it was this older kid. I think he was like 11, maybe 12 years old, and he was like doing a Minecraft live stream, and then he said, "Hey, I'm joining up I have a Discord VC open, so if anybody wants to join that, you're more than welcome." So when I heard that, I was like, "Oh, okay, that could be kind of fun. Like, I could be in a Discord VC with other people." This was back when I still had a Discord account. I deleted my Discord account back in like early 2025. Um, Did I say earlier it was November 2025? It was November 2024. If maybe I said correctly the first time, but just in case I said it wrong the first time, this was in November 2024. Um, I deleted my Discord account early 2025 because, as we'll see later, I accidentally did a lot of. There is something else bad, another bad thing I did on Discord, which will be the next thing we're talking about. But what happened was, so I got on the VC with the kid. I think the link to the VC was like in the description, and then I joined the voice chat, and then some more people joined. But then, for some reason, the people there, for no reason, they just randomly started accusing me of saying, "Oh, he's saying bad things in chat. He's saying slurs in the chat," which I did not do. Again, I will clarify. If I did do that, I would fully admit to doing it here. The time is now. The time and place is now for me to admit to doing that stuff. And if I did, and if at any point I did make a comment like that, I would explicitly say it here, but I never did. I have never once called someone the fuck, I cannot speak. I have never once called someone the N word or the F word, the FA word, not fuck. I have never called someone the T word. I have never used slurs like that. Never. Um, but everyone that but okay, back to the point. The people in the VC, they kept accusing me of saying bad things in the chat, which I wasn't doing, and I was arguing with them like, no, I'm not saying these things, and it slowly escalated over time, and the kid was like, he was like trying to calm everything down, like trying to get everyone to stop arguing, but eventually I just left. I just said, you know what, bro, screw this, I'm leaving, because I just realized there was nothing I could do, and the longer I was there, the situation was just gonna keep escalating, so I just left. Dude, I'm not even kidding. When I left that after that I left the VC, I felt so bad. Like in my mind, I was thinking like, "Oh my gosh, what have I done? I've just ruined this kid's live stream. What have I done?" Like I felt so bad. Uh Over the next few days, uh I didn't talk to the kid again on Discord. I talked to him on his like YouTube live chat stream, and I tried to talk to him like, "Hey man, I'm so sorry for what happened. Please forgive me." Admittedly, I did go a bit overboard. I did apologize a bit too much. Like, and every time the kid kept telling me, "Dude, it's okay. Like it's fine." Like, and I gotta give huge credit to the kid. He was very not. He was very nice. He was like, "Hey man, it's okay. It's fine. You don't need to apologize for it. It's all right." And and I kept apologizing. Again, I did go a bit overboard in apologizing. And every time he told me, "Dude, it's fine. You really don't have anything to worry about." So yeah. Gosh, I'm so bad at this talking without a script. Um. Yeah, basically, I got into a Discord VC with some people. They said I was saying slurs, which I wasn't. I ended up leaving, and I apologized to the kid because I felt really bad. And thankfully, he did accept my apology. He was understanding. But now we're gonna get to the other bad thing I did on Discord. This is the first thing I actually have proof of. So this is Eldred's El Eldridge syrup. I remember I pause this. I remember I was this was in Halloween of 2024. I was scrolling through a Twitch and I saw this person's live stream, and I decided to join, and I really liked their content. I really liked their live stream. I really liked it. This is a clip made by me, by the way. Um and they had a Discord server, so I joined it. But the thing about this Eldritch Syrup is they don't really upload very often. If you go to their videos, obviously nothing's there because Twitch automatically deletes your VODs after 2 weeks, I think. But they're not the kind of person to stream too frequently. But the thing about that is, when I was in the Discord server, ask, I kept asking them, hey, when's the, I didn't, well, it's not that I kept asking them, really. It's just like, how do I describe it? There was one time in November where I asked, "Hey, are you all right? What's going on? Where's the next video?" And then they said, sorry, they said, "Oh, oh, I'm busy with personal stuff right now. I'll be back to live streaming soon." And then for New Year's Eve, they post like a little drawing of their OC, and it was like, "Yes, the Emperor is back." I think I called them the Emperor because, like, they're not a king or queen; they would be an emperor. And I said, "Yes, they're back. I'm so glad you're back. I can't wait to see you stream again soon." But then by February, they didn't do another live stream, I'm pretty sure. And in February of 2025, I posted a message to the Discord server saying, "Hey, are you okay? I've been really worried about you for a while, and I'm curious when you're gonna upload next." But the thing is, not even 10 minutes after I posted that message, I thought after I posted that message to the Discord server, I looked back at it again and I was like, "Oh shoot, wait, this makes me look like a stalker because I've been asking them when their next stream is going to come out a couple times now, and now I'm acting like I'm really concerned about them when they don't even know who I am. I look like a stalker right now." So I immediately sent a message saying, "Hey, I'm sorry if that text message made you feel uncomfortable." Well, not text message per se, because it was in a Discord server, but like, "Hey, I'm sorry if that message made you feel uncomfortable. I didn't mean to do that. I was genuinely just curious when your next stream is going to be, and I was concerned about you." But I kind of laugh looking back at that, because could you imagine how confusing that would be? Like you get a message from someone saying, "Hey, where are you? I've been really concerned about you. Where have you been for the past few months?" And then 10 minutes later, you get another message from the same person saying, "Hey, I'm sorry if that message made you feel really uncomfortable." It's just like, wait, what? Why would you say if that made me feel uncomfortable? But yeah. Anyways, at the time, for like a year straight, I felt super bad about the whole thing. Like I was like and the thing is, they didn't do another stream for like over a year. So I was like, "Oh my gosh, what have I done? What if I legitimately made this person like quit streaming in general because they thought they had a stalker and they felt peer pressured and they quit streaming forever?" I was stressing the hell out. Well, not stressing the hell out per se, but like I was really nervous. But but then, in uh, coincidentally enough, in February of 2026, I saw that they were doing a live stream. It was this one about Stardew Valley, and at this point I was nervous. This is from a different channel called Magnificent, but uh, this is the same person. Like if you go to their Twitch, they yeah yeah. Magnificent is Eldritch Syrup. They are the same person, even though the channel name is different. But yeah. At this point, I was like kind of nervous because this is the first time I've seen this person in over a year, and at this point, I'm thinking, "Oh, this person has a really bad view of me. They probably think I'm a stalker or something." And like I said, for a while, I thought I had peer pressured this person into quitting streaming. So at this point, I was really nervous. So what I ended up doing is, I'm going to play the clip. Hold on.
Welcome back, Flying Eagle Twitch.
Yeah, so I think I said something like, "Hey, you're back. It's been a while since you've last streamed," like that. And they said,
Yep.
"Hey, Flying Eagle Twitch." Yep.
Took a break.
Took a break.
Had a breakdown. Had another one. Had a couple more. New medication, and now I'm back. So, you know.
I think what I was gonna say, you're distracting me. Quite loud. So, what I did, all right. So at this point, I put like a. It doesn't show right here. They don't show their chat on screen, but what I did is I basically sent like a really long chat message saying, "Hey, I'm sorry for that weird message I sent you back in for those weird messages I sent you over a year ago. I didn't if I made you feel uncomfortable, I didn't mean to. For a while I was worried you quit streaming because I made you feel uncomfortable, and if I did make you feel uncomfortable at any point, I'm really sorry." Uh and I thought she was gonna and when I sent that message, I thought she was gonna say, "Oh, it's you. Yeah, you kind of did make me feel uncomfortable." Like, I thought she was gonna be negative, but they were gonna be negative, I'm sorry. But what they actually ended up saying is this. Hold on.
Oh.
Yeah, so this is when they saw the message.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I mean, it was a lot, but like, I am an adult and I'm capable of ignoring it. So.
Yeah, when I heard that, I was like, wait, really? Wait, that's it? You're not mad at me? Like, I honestly thought they were gonna be really, like, well, not really upset, but like, they were at least gonna feel like a little uncomfortable, but like, no, nothing? You're fine with that? It, again, it's like kind of funny to look back at that, because like, wow, oh my gosh, people can move on from things and accept and are capable of ignoring and moving on from stuff, but like, at the time, again, I was like kind of nervous. So the fact they were like so chill about it, like, no, it's cool, it's fine. I'm fine with it. I can move on from it. I can ignore it. It's like, that was kind of shocking to me. Uh, yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah, because I was shocked. Because I really thought they were going to be like a little more uncomfortable with me. Alright. Now let's move on to the next thing. So, back in 2020, again in 2024, late 2024, there was this Undertale AU I really liked called UV Tale. Since then it has been canceled because the creator kind of like, lost interest their interest in it, and they have they have much interest in much other stuff. But back in the day, I really did like this AU, and what happened was I hold on, let me see if I can find the original post real quick. November. It should be in sometime in November of 2024. Hold on. Okay. December. Let's go down. July. Oh, this is up. Up, 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 up. What? Here somewhere. Oh, I'm stupid. I think I asked them this on their this one. Ask. Clown boot ass, yeah. It should be like, what's your arm? Oh yeah. So what I did here was I asked them a question. Let's say hypothetically I want to make a fan game of UV Tale complete with fully functional battles, sprite art, and music. Do I have permission to do that? I'm asking this because I don't want to make something directly based off someone else's work without permission, which was, yeah, I didn't want to like make something without their permission because I didn't want to make it seem like I was ripping them off. And they said, "Oh yeah, sure, go for it." Like, there's a ton of things I haven't begun to explain about the AU that even though I've written the down share with the public yet. But sure, I'm quite proud you ever do something like that. So what I did, so I began making sprites for the game, like this one right here. And I kept doing it, like I made a little title card right here, made some sprites for Clover. Gosh, dude, these old posters so fucking cringy. Gosh. But yeah, basically I made for like a week I made sprite art of the game, but then but then I just but then after a couple weeks, I just gave up because I realized, oh wait, if I want to make a game about this, I'm gonna have to make like a lot more sprite art than this. I'm gonna have to code and make music because as it turns out, making a video game is actually really hard. Uh, so I ended up scrapping it. I ended up scrapping the game, but but what's but where this gets interesting is right here. Uh, this was made March of 2025. They made this sprite art right here, and I was like, oh, and this is gonna sound silly to say, but when I saw this for the first time, I was jealous. I was, well, I wasn't like super jealous, obviously, but like I was kind of jealous because like, oh, so now that I've canceled my game, now you're making your own sprite art and it looks way better than mine. Like I oh my gosh, this feels so stupid to say like, oh my gosh, I can't believe the talented artist made better sprite art than mine. But yeah, I'll admit, when I saw this, I was kind of jealous. So what ended up happening was the creator, like, uh, this, they did a live stream. I couldn't find their, I don't know if they have like a VOD channel or not. I tried searching for a VOD channel of theirs and I couldn't find it, but they were doing a live stream on Twitch and they were making more sprite art like this. And I made and admittedly, I made a belittling comment. I was like, wow, that sprite art looks so good. It looks so much better than mine. And then the artist like, oh hey, don't do that, please. That's kind of belittling, and I don't like people making comments like that about my work, especially if it's comparing stuff. And like, and admittedly, when they said that, I did feel bad because I realized, oh wait, they didn't make this to make fun. I don't know why, but for some reason I thought they made this because like as like a way to make fun of me. Like, oh, now that that person canceled their shitty game, I can finally work on my game that'll be way better than theirs. I have no fucking idea why I thought that, but yeah, I was basically, as soon as they said that, I was like, oh, I kind of fucked up. And I said, hey, I'm sorry for saying that. That was kind of rude of me. Yeah, like, like, I think that was just very insecure of me to be like, oh, you made sprite art better than me. I'm going to insult you and say, and accuse you of, um, and make belittling comments how your art is so much better than mine. But like, don't do that. Just I really should not have done that. That just comes off as really insecure. Okay. Now we're moving on to the more we're going to start moving on to the more cringy stuff. So, this was on my Reddit account that I still use sometimes. I have deleted I have deleted all of the posts, so I don't have proof of this, so you guys are gonna have to like take my word on this. But um um okay, so there are two cringy things. Well, the first thing was kind of bad and a little cringy. The first thing I did was when I back in late 2024, I was posting stuff to the r/Deljun subreddit. And you know, sometimes it would get upvotes, sometimes it would get downvotes. Sometimes it would get downvotes because the post itself was just like really cringy. Not bad, but the posts themselves weren't bad, just sometimes they can be kind of cringy. Like, I'm pretty sure I made one post that was like a jokey comment about how at the time people were saying that Noelle might be trans because, you know, she has male antlers, and no, it's because she has antlers and only male deer have antlers. So I made a joke of, I made a it was a, the post was always meant to be a joke. I made a joke post about how, oh, what if Noelle is actually a femboy because, you know, she has like the little fucking I was gonna do like a straw man voice for this, but it's not working. What if she has the what if she's actually a femboy because she has like antlers and only men deer have antlers and she wears a dress and femboys wear dresses. And admittedly that post kinda got downvoted because, you know, that's just like not really a funny post to make. Like, that's just cringy and not very funny. And then ow, voice crack. I think it was in November of 2024. I made a post saying, basically complaining about, where I was basically pissed off about people saying, "Why are you guys downvoting my post and stuff?" I'm not. Again, I tried to do a straw man voice, didn't work. Oh, why are you guys downvoting my post and stuff? This is really like I'm trying to like do a straw man voice of a crybaby because that's what I come off as. Oh, wah, guys, why are you not? I'm fucking this up so bad. Oh my fucking gosh. Okay, I'm done with this bit. But what I did was I made a post like I complained how people were downvoting my post, and people in the comment section were like, "Bro, just ignore it. It's fine, whatever." And I kept responding, and I was like, and then, oh my gosh, I'm so bad at this. Okay, start over, just fucking start this over. What happened was in November of 2024, I made a post and I complained about people who were downvoting my post, even though, admitted again, some of those posts were kind of cringy. In fact, and side note, while I have deleted some of those cringy posts, there are still some of those, there are still some cringy posts you can probably look at on here. Like, if you scroll down far enough, you could probably find some cringy comments. But let me pause that. But yeah, I made a post talking about how people were downvoting my post. It was not received well, as you can imagine, because I came off as a crybaby. And then after that, I made another post where I talked about, hey, all right, I'm sorry, that was really immature of me. I shouldn't have done that. And then I got banned from r/Deltrune for a month, which, you know, rightfully so. I think that's a pretty understandable reason to get temporarily banned if you know someone kind of being a crybaby about, why are my posts getting downvotes? Wah, like that. There was another cringy thing I did. This one was not even bad. We have two more things to go, and these last two things are just cringy. They're not bad at all. They're just cringy. But back in 2024, I fuck. Oh gosh, this is gonna be the cringiest things are always the hardest things to admit. Back in late 2024, I was kind of okay. I kind of felt attracted to Asriel, the adult version, not the kid. Not the kid. Again, I am not being lumped in that bag of YouTubers who are pedophiles. I am not being lumped in that bag. I liked the college version of him from Deltrune when he's in college. I liked the God of Hyperdeath version where he looks like an actual adult. I do not like the kid version. Okay, just wanted to clarify that. I am not being lumped in that bag. But, yeah. I did like that college version of Azure Dreamer. I was kind of attracted to adult Azure Dreamer, and I made two posts, where I basically talked about, where I showed some screenshots of, a cute Azrael images of college age Azrael, and I was like, Guys, please stop making such hot art of Azrael. My sexuality can't handle it. One of the posts. I'm pretty sure one of the posts include a meme of "I'm once again asking you," like you know the meme of the old guy saying "I'm once again asking you to stop doing this." Well, and the caption was "I am once again asking you to stop making Azrael so hot," with like 3 exclamation marks. I ended up deleting those, and while those posts it got like thousands of upvotes, like it's honestly kind of crazy how many upvotes that post got. I ended up deleting those posts because I found out the artist I w- all the two are there were two artists I was showing in those posts, and I found out that one of them was drawing like foot fetish content, which I am really not interested in, and the second one was drawing porn of like basically all the Deltrune characters, including the minors, which I was, and when I saw that, I was like, yeah, no, bro, I'm not interested. So I ended up deleting the posts because I do not want to be associated with those people at all, and also because those posts were just really cringy. Okay, before we get into our last thing, I need some water. I'm kind of thirsty right now. Alright, I'm sorry. Okay. There's one more thing we have to look at, and I would argue this is by far, uh, this is definitely not the worst thing I've done. The worst thing I did was make that racist comment when I was 14, but this is 100% the cringiest thing I've ever done. Oh, God. Alright, so there's this guy. His name is Gabe VA. Um, I think just by looking at the channel, you can see where this is going. I watched this guy, like back in, from like November of 2024 to like I think it was February or March of 2025. Uh, and I actually liked his content. I, I liked his content, and I participated in his Twitch chat where. How do I? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna find. So yeah, his channel consists of him playing as pretending to be Dog Day. You know, Dog Day, that little cartoon dog from Poppy Playtime. Yeah, his channel revolves around him just pretending to be Dog Day and playing video games as him. And one day he was doing a live stream on Twitch. Uh, January 2025. I think this was a little earlier than I think this was a little earlier than uh 2025 though. I'm pretty sure this live stream was back in December of 2024. But let me see if I can find the clip. It was somewhere around here. Let's see. Gosh. So what ended up happening is I'm talking about this one. I'm trying to find the clip. I was watching his live stream, and as I was watching the live stream, I was like, you know what? I want to be a part of this. I can do this whole role play thing. And oh, I think it was around here, wasn't it? Oh God. Let me see. Trying to find it. Somewhere. Is that there? It is. Oh God. Okay. So what? Oh, get out of here, Colonel Sanders. I don't want KFC right now. Actually, I could go for KFC right now, but So what ended up happening is I was like, okay, I'm gonna role play as one of the smiling critters, and chat, I'm just gonna let the clip play.
Yo!
Oh, day. What's up, man? It's me, Hoppy. I didn't know you had a Twitch channel.
Yo, God Day.
Tell
What's up,
me
man?
when you're streaming next,
It's me,
so I
Hoppy.
can watch you fail lol.
I didn't know you had a
Also,
Twitch channel,
please
dude.
help me with crafty
Tell me when you're
you
streaming
can.
next, so I
She's
can
sad
watch you
because
fail,
Keegan
lol.
accidentally ruined her painting.
Also, please help me with crafty
Oh my fucking gosh. I don't know what I was thinking, dude. I have no idea why I thought this was a good idea. If you couldn't understand what it was saying because there were two TTS voices speaking, this is the full message right here in the middle right side of the screen. Dude, it's so cringy. It's so fucking cringy. Why? And why did I choose Hoppy Hopscotch? Dude, at least be like Bubba. What was his name called? The blue elephant, Bubba, whatever his name was. Bubba Finn, that's what he was. His name was like Bubba Finn, I think it was. Like, at least be him, dude. At least he's like blue. At least he's blue like you, my guy. Why did you choose the green rabbit? I don't know, man. It's this shit is so fucking cringy, dude. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure I also made like a couple other I'm pretty sure I also done like a couple other chat messages in his live streams like this where I spent bits and I pretended to be Hoppy Hopscotch, but then thankfully by March of 2025 I stopped watching this guy. Thank God. It's not because he did anything controversial, by the way. I just like grew out of watching him. Thank God. Dude, this is I can't I don't think I will ever do anything that is more cringe than this. I think this is like the peak of like cringy things I will do. Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, that's basically all I wanted to talk about. Like I said, this stream is a way for me to like talk about bad and cringy things I did in the past so I can like address them now and not just let them simmer in the background for a couple years only for someone to find out about them and address them later. I want to address this stuff now while I'm still like a smaller content creator. I am so sorry this stream was like kind of unorganized. I kept getting off track because like I am really not, especially the first half of the stream, because I'm really not good at talking without a script. But yeah, that's basically all I've got to say. It was a little odd saying like, oh, until next time, this is Flying Eagle signing off when this is like somewhat of a serious thing. But so I'll just say I'll see you guys whenever I decide to live stream next. I don't know when. Holy crap, why am I dropping frames so much right now? Why am I... Oh my gosh. But, yeah, anyways, I got a live stream planned for tomorrow, and I'm planning on uploading, like, a funny queso short, maybe later today or tomorrow. But, hold on, another loud truck. Actually, that was a motorcycle. But, yeah, again, that's all I've got to say. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow for that live stream. It's gonna be a Granny live stream. It's been a while since I've played Granny, but yeah. Until next time, see ya. Gosh, I'm so bad at this. Yeah. This is. How do I end this? I'm trying to think of a way to end this. Yeah, I'll just do my normal outro. Actually, I'll just do the normal outro. But until next time, this is Flying Eagle signing off. See ya.